Hello everyone, welcome back for episode 8 of this Rimworld Let's Play. As you might recall in the last episode, got a little bit of a raid, set up some actual cooking, some clothes making, and started work on the animal area, so let's get back to work. And, well, everybody's sleeping. As you can see, we've actually brought in a little bit of hay from our first couple harvests. Hay produces pretty quickly, which is, well, kind of nice. It means we can stockpile a lot of it for winter. Most animals will eat hay, so we should be good. We're still producing stone, mining this stuff out, bringing it in. Once they get this filled out, we'll build the wall. I am going to just drop a sun lamp in there. It provides light. I like that, even if it uses a lot of power. We're really not hurting for power because we do have the geothermal generator. It will run, or almost run, 2 sun lamps constantly. So between that, our wind power, our solar, we should be fine. Might want to expand that second little geothermal zone. Everyone's still harvesting stuff. I'm going to go ahead and disallow sowing. That way they won't plant any new crops here. Because it's starting to get... The growing period technically ends here in August. And, well, it's September. It's going to start to get too cold for us to grow outdoors. Otherwise, and they just keep trying to replant crops, and I don't want them messing with that. Now oh, psychic drone. I'll go over that in just a sec. Let's see. Okay. They are sleeping in the cold. It might still be waiting to expire, though. That's what I'm hoping. So I think that should be warm enough to keep them from... No, they're still sleeping in the cold even with this vent set up. Okay. I'm going to deconstruct these then because they are not... Wait, was the vent not even open? No, it was open. It just was not doing enough. So I'm actually going to tear down these vents. Not that vent. I could technically take down the cooling ones and use some of the steel they bring back to build new heating ones. Psychic drone, basically, it means all the colonists of a certain gender get a huge, not huge, but they get a mood debuff. Kigurumi, she has nothing that affects it, gives that kind of buff. Now, Innese, or however you say it, is hypersensitive. It's 80% more. It's 27. Thankfully, that is kind of offset by the Iron Willed trait, lowers your break threshold. Now, Deep Space Mining Ship. This is not something in the vanilla version of Rimworld. It is brought by one of the mods. It adds a couple different types of ores, a few different types of mining, stuff like copper, aluminum, things like that. It also, this one doesn't have it. You can build drills. You can dig holes and build drills that, as long as you provide them with power, provide a near constant supply of, well, whatever type of metal you set them to. Little overpowered, they take a while to get. You have to buy a sky driller, which costs a small fortune in silver to get. So yeah, we're still got to figure out what we're going to do about our heating and cooling here. What we could do is, well, we don't have the research for it yet. I could build a duct system. Yep, see, there's Jumper, actually, having problems. Oh, she's hypersensitive too, and nervous. So kind of like the opposite of Anna. She has a higher mental break threshold, and she is also still having huge problems from this drone. Basically, they think someone's whispering in their head. They feel like they're going crazy. She should be okay. I don't think she's going to suffer a heavy break or a hard break. She might not suffer any break at all if we're lucky. And there's Kigurumi also starting to have problems. I'm hoping that drone goes away soon. They usually don't last for too long. But the faster it goes away, the better. Oh, got a textiles trader. We're going to have Vivian go say hello. Now, see, we got some of these. We have some clothing that was brought in by, well, taking off the bodies of the people we killed. We're going to sell the bad stuff. We're selling Hyperweave Duster, some power armor, which would be amazing to get, but it's far off for us. Almost out of cloth. They've got some synth thread, devil strand, hyperweave, and we're going to sell the little bit of iguana skin we have. So we just got it from a random iguana one time. In our little growing area, or our little freezer is full, so yeah, people are starting to have, even her with, she's getting hungry. Well, go eat something. Oh, she's sleeping. I'm like, well, that's an easy fix. Wake her up. She'll go eat something on the floor for some reason. We might have some mental breaks here, people. I'm gonna get temperature control, so that'll let us build things like actual duct systems. I'm hoping that psychic drone goes away soon, because these three people could have soft mental breaks at any moment. And soft mental breaks aren't... Oh, there we go. Kigurumi is the first to go into a soft daze. She will just wander around, refuse to work, might take her clothing off. It won't cause any real problems in the long run, but it's going to slow her down. Annabelle, she's probably going to have one too, honestly. See, broken thoughts, it's all just too much. They've kind of just snapped, a little detached from reality right now. Should come back to the colony. You know what? Just to be safe, I hate to do this, Zach, but we are actually going to we're actually going to put 2 sleeping spots down in your little crypt and set them as little prisoner spots. If we have to, we will arrest somebody, drag them back, and toss them in the tomb with you to keep them from leaving the colony. I hope we don't reach that point, but we might. That psychic drone... Okay, the psychic drone is gone. I don't think she's going to suffer a mood break now once she wakes up. I'm actually going to wake her up just so she starts feeling happier. Alright, that problem's gone. Kigurumi is still wandering. And she's back to normal. Hallelujah. That means our whole colony is back to normal. The psychic drone's gone, so no real worry about anyone snapping right away. Got some more rocks to haul out of here. And I was going to set up our little temperature control for this area. Or part of it anyway. Probably going to build a cooling vent. And we don't need that kind of heater. So I'll just stick a small heater in right there. I am going to do, I'm going to do dirt floors in here. If only because I feel like animals would enjoy walking around on dirt more than they would a hardwood floor. It doesn't actually do anything for the game, but just a little bit of flavor. We have Jumper, the person with the bad back and the cataracts, hauling stones around and cutting them into bricks, and then hauling the bricks inside, over a floor covered with things already. So yeah. We really do need to start expanding soon. A proper food storage, a proper warehouse, proper sleeping quarters. I might actually build sleeping quarters down here. That's actually a really good idea. I'm going to mine this out to there, and then these little bits just because I'm kind of OCD. Actually, now that I see this, I think there might be some kind of little room tucked behind here. I was right. This is a wall, a piece of a wall we can deconstruct. So someone... There's Mihara to go do that. We had a pirate trader show up. We're going to go run Vivian out to do that. Yeah, there's something tucked back here. It might be just like the way the wall curves around. They want to buy some of these little bows and junk we picked up. No clue why, but hey, silver is silver. They might use them to raid people, pillage people, who knows. This should expose an area, and it's nothing. Should have known. Yeah, we're going to mine this little chunk out right here, just because, again, my OCD would not let me not mine it. My OCD would also not let me just leave these floors here. So we're going to rip those up. Get the area going again. What we're going to do is we're actually going to build little sleeping quarters tucked into the wall here. It's a bit of a distance from our actual base. Because of that, I'm actually going to put another door in down over here. Move the heater, deconstruct this heater, and put a door in. I normally don't like putting a living quarters so far, it doesn't look like that far, but it is a pretty decent distance from our little little base as we have it. But I think in the long run, that's a better thing to do. The second we broke that door open, it got cold in here. For the time being, because there's not that many mining jobs or really other jobs, except hauling some of this stuff in and harvesting it, I'm going to tell everyone to start mining once they finish planting all this stuff and harvesting it. The Devil Strand's almost done, which will be amazing. Now they're all going to descend on this like a little swarm of bees, mine this out pretty quickly until they get another job to go do more harvesting. I might take some people off harvesting so they don't get as distracted. Take these three off of it. That way they'll always do some sort of mining before... Well, they won't do any harvesting, but they'll do mining at least. The sooner we get this mined out, the sooner everyone gets an actual room. And, uh-oh. Found another little area over here. Once they mine this away, this might reveal a whole cavern inside of here. Which could be nice, but I'd rather it not be. My OCD would again drive me crazy. I don't really actually have OCD, but sometimes people think I do. We're actually at a little bit of negative power right now, just between the new heating and cooling and stuff for this little area. Had another little herd of Thrumbos come onto the map. If it strays close enough to my turret, we will kill it. But we probably... I don't think we actually have room to butcher it or store any of the stuff from butchering it, which would be a huge waste. Let's see, how far back? So I'm going to, again, expand our little freezer. This is getting kind of crazy. Might actually build another door down here just to get people in and out pretty quickly. Mine this. Deconstruct this. Let's see if it comes. Got a mad animal. A crazy iguana. But if the Thrumbo comes down here, we'll have our turret kill it. But it doesn't look like it's coming down this way, unfortunately. That would have been really nice to see. The iguana might attack it. Nope, iguana bypassed it. Area revealed. Yeah, see, we do have this little cavern down here. That's not too bad. That's not going to mess with our plans any. And I think our turret just slaughtered the iguana. Okay, yeah, see, we need to get this built up quickly, because otherwise all our stuff's going to start to rot. Good. They got it enclosed. Set the tile up. They're not blocked, right? No. If any buildings get built within this little white area, it can either completely block or at least slows down the efficiency of wind turbines. And now we have an expanded freezer. These vents might not be enough to keep it cool sometimes of the year, but for now they should be fine. And they should almost, yeah, let's say they're almost done mining all this stuff out. Do we have a lot of... There we have a lot of granite, which is going to be perfect. I want this one hauled out of the way just so it can get bumped back to there real quick. Probably going to let them finish that mining before we actually... I know I wanted to finish this animal area, but right now with, well, no real animals we're waiting on. Speak of the devil, a bulk goods trader actually can have animals, I believe. What do you know? Ooh! They've got hens and roosters. That is exactly what we wanted. I'm going to buy one hen and one rooster. We got plenty of silver for it. I'm actually going to buy the 2 hens. Basidium, that's another item brought about by one of our mods. It's used to make high-end implants, stuff like that we can create, that we can hopefully make later on. I'm going to sell some of our junk meat. Actually sell all of our meat just to help pay a little bit for the chickens. I'm going to sell a little bit of plasteel, if only so we... a little bit more than break even. There we have it. We have hen 2, hen 1, and rooster 1. Can't really rename animals, not that I can think of. Nope. Can't train chickens because they are literally stupid. I'm only going to set them to use herbal medicine in case any of them get hurt. Now what I want to do is I'm going to mine out just a little area over here. This will be where we store hay. Right now our chickens can wander. I'm going to set them to wander in the home area, which means they will not leave this blue area for any reason. That allows them access to the I'm having a brain fart again. Into the freezer, where if need be they will go eat hay if they get hungry. But what we're going to do is right here we're going to build a little hay freezer specifically for hay. 2 doors, that. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll have them smooth the floors down. Hey, you really don't have to worry about it going bad. I mean, it takes forever. Even the stuff in the warm takes 90 days. But we don't know how long a winter will be. We don't know how long any other problems might be. So we want it to last as long as possible. We can now lay down soil. So we're going to lay down soil inside this little area. And I'm going to set up a stockpile here. Storage, critical, clear all. Raw resources, I think hay falls under. Maybe it's under raw food. Yeah, raw food, vegetarian hay. And I'm going to set the cooler down to 0. Now I think if I run power through here, this can reach. If not, just to be safe, I will run it there. That should be able to reach both the door and the cooler. And good, they finished mining all this stuff out. Tell them to haul off the junk. And you know what? I think we're getting pretty close to call it. We can finish up the animal zone. And I'll show you. How about this? I'm going to have Jubia come haul this chunk out of the way. And I'll show you the plans for building the rooms before we close out. Basically, each person's going to have a little 5x5 room. So we got to do 7, 7. We don't have to build walls on the sides, but granite walls, if I remember correctly, no, they do not have a beauty buff. But I think regular walls, yeah, just regular stone like this, they got a beauty debuff. And, well, that would upset people. So, it just makes more sense just to... We have the granite laying around. So why not use it? There's that. Yeah, we're going to build one right here. We got 7 people. This will give us about 6 rooms altogether. Built that one too wide. These rooms should be big enough to get rid of the cramp debuff. I forget if they need a 5x5 for that or a 6x6. We're going to find... Did I still build that too far across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's the right size. And we're actually going to build... You know what? I'm going to build these a little bit further back, or a little further out. And we're going to have a hallway running down the center that's actually going to be enclosed. That's not big enough. No. Go one more across. Actually, I'm going to go one step further. This is going to be a little rec room in the center. Not that big of one. It'll be 3, 4, 5, and then we'll have... Okay, I'm changing the design of this again. It's going to be just a 2 wide hall. 3 wide hallway, gotta have the door in the middle. You see, here's my non-existent OCD acting up again. Just gotta have it the right way. Let's see, that'll be another 3 wide hallway. What we can do is we can turn like the end of the hallways into little prisoner cells. That'll give us something to do with them rather than just have all that space wasted back there. And each of these will have bed inside of it, heating, cooling, might run a duct system. Yeah, see, these are going to be access to the outside world. I'm going to fill that in just so it fits. No, I'm not. That's a waste of materials. But this is what the living quarters are going to look like. If need be, we can turn that into another room later. We can dig these out, push these into the mountain. But that's going to be a good start, which means that we can really turn this building into dedicated food stockpile, use this area for something, push out more into this zone, take this out. I'm actually going to go ahead and queue removal of most of this, except for one square here, one square here. We don't want line collapses. So my OCD is going to have me clean up all these little bits. And I think we're going to call that one right about here. So thank you everyone who's stuck around to watch. I've honestly, like I said, been enjoying doing these Let's Plays far more than I thought I would. And I'll see you around for the next one. Take care.